Om Shanti. This is the Sakar Murli of 13th of October 2020. Essence, sweet children, Baba has come to show you the path home. When you remain soul conscious, you will be able to see the easy path. Question: what knowledge do you receive at the confluence age through which the golden age deities are called conquerors of attachment? What knowledge do you receive at the confluence age through which the golden age deities are called conquerors of attachment? Answer: at the confluence age, the Father tells you the story of immortality and gives you knowledge of eternal souls. You receive the knowledge that is an imperishable predestined drama and that every soul plays his own role. A soul leaves his body and takes another one. Therefore, there is no need to cry. It is by souls receiving this knowledge now that the golden age deities are called conquerors of attachment. There is no mention of death. They leave their old bodies in happiness and adopt new ones. Song: show the path to the blind, O God. Om Shanti. The spiritual father says to the sweetest spiritual children, I show you the path, but first consider yourselves to be souls. Sit in soul consciousness and you will find this path to be easy. You have been stumbling for half a cycle on the path of devotion. There is an enormous amount of paraphernalia on the path of devotion. The Father has now explained that there is only one unlimited Father. The Father says, I am showing you the path. No one in the world even knows which path he shows. It is the path to liberation and liberation in life, liberation and salvation. The abode of peace is called liberation. A soul cannot speak without a body. Sound can only be made through these organs. Sound is produced through a mouth. If there were no mouth, where could sound come from? Souls receive these organs in order to act. In Ravan's kingdom, you perform sinful acts. Those sinful acts are very dirty acts. In the golden age, there is no Ravan. Therefore, actions are neutral. The five vices are not there. That is called heaven. The residents of Bharat were residents of heaven, but they are now called residents of hell. They are drowning in the river of poison. They all cause each other sorrow. They say, Papa, take us to a place where there is no mention of sorrow. When Bharat was heaven, there was no mention of sorrow. They came from heaven into hell. They now have to go to heaven. This is a play. The Father himself sits here and explains to you children. This is the true company of the truth, Satsang. You are remembering the true Father. He alone is God, the highest on high. He is the Creator. You receive your inheritance from Him. The Father himself gives you children your inheritance. Even though they have limited fathers, they remember Him and say, O God, O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, have mercy. They have become distressed from stumbling along so much on the path of devotion. They say, O Baba, give us our inheritance of happiness and peace. Only the Father can give this, and that too is for 21 births. You can calculate this. In the golden age, when it was their kingdom, they must definitely have been fewer people. There was only one religion and only one kingdom, that is called heaven, the land of happiness. The new world is called Satopradhan, which is completely pure. The old world is called Tamopradhan, which is completely impure. Everything is at first Satopradhan and it then goes through the stages of Sato, Rajo and Tamo. Young children are called Satopradhan. Young children are said to be more elevated than great souls. That is Mahatmas. Mahatmas take birth, grow up and experience the vices and then leave home. Small children don't know anything about vice. They are completely innocent. This is why they are said to be more elevated than Mahatmas. Deities are praised as being full of all virtues. Sadhus are never given this praise. The Father has explained the meaning of violence and non-violence. To hit someone is called violence. The greatest violence is to use the sword of lust. Deities are not violent. They do not use the sword of lust. The Father says, I have now come to change you from human beings into deities. Deities are in heaven. No one here can call himself a deity. Everyone understands himself to be a degraded, vicious sinner. So, how could they call themselves deities? That is why they have called it the Hindu religion. In fact, it was the original eternal deity religion. The word Hindu originated from the word Hindustan, so they called it the Hindu religion. You say that you are of the deity religion, and yet they put you in the column under Hindu religion. They say that they only have a column for the Hindu religion. Because of being impure, none of them can call themselves deities. You now understand that you were worthy of worship, deities, and that you have now become worshippers. Previously, you did unadulterated worship of Shiva. Then you became adulterated worshippers. The Father is only one. You receive your inheritance from Him. There are many types of deity, etc. You do not receive any inheritance from them. You cannot receive the inheritance from this Brahma either. One is the incorporeal father and the other is your physical father. Even though they have physical fathers, they continue to say, O God, O Supreme Father. You wouldn't say that to your physical father. An inheritance is received from a father. A husband and wife are half partners. Therefore, she should have half of everything. First half should be given to her as a share, and then the children should be given the other half. However, these days, the children are given all the wealth. Some have a lot of attachment. They think that it is their children who have all rights when they die. Today's children don't even ask about their mother after the father's departure. Some love their mother. Some, however, oppose their mother. These days, the majority don't ask after their mother. They waste all the money. Some adopted children are also like that. They trouble their mother a great deal. You children heard the song. They say, Baba, now show us the path to happiness where there is rest. There is no happiness in Ravan's kingdom. Those on the path of devotion don't even understand that Shiva is separate from Shankar. They just continue to bow their heads and read scriptures. Okay, what do you receive from that? They don't know anything. Only the one Father is the bestower of peace and happiness for all. In the golden age, there is happiness as well as peace. There was peace and happiness in Bharat, but they no longer exist. This is why in their devotion they continue to stumble from door to door. You now understand that only the one Father takes you to the land of peace and the land of happiness. Baba, we will only remember you. We will claim our inheritance from you alone. The Father says, you have to forget your bodies and all your bodily relations. Remember the one Father alone. You souls have to become pure here. If you don't remember Him, you will have to experience punishment. Your status will be reduced. This is why the Father says, make effort to have remembrance. He explains to you souls. There are no other satsangs, etc., where, O spiritual children, is said. This is spiritual knowledge which you children receive from the spiritual Father. Spirit means incorporeal. Shiva too is incorporeal. You souls are points. You are very tiny. No one can see a soul without having a divine vision. Only the Father gives divine visions. Devotees sit and worship Hanuman and Ganesh, etc. Now, how would they have visions of them? The Father says, I am the one who is the bestower of divine visions. I myself give visions to those who have done a lot of devotion. However, there is no benefit in those. They just become unhappy. They still continue to commit sin. They don't attain anything. How could they become anything without studying? Deities are full of all virtues. You too have to become like that. The rest are all visions of the path of devotion. You will actually swing with Krishna and be with him in heaven. It depends on how much you study. To the extent that you follow Srimad, so you will claim an elevated status. Srimad is given by God. You do not call it Krishna's Srimad. The Krishna soul claimed his status by following the Srimad of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. You souls were also in the deity religion. In other words, you were in Krishna's dynasty. The people of Bharat don't know what the relationship of Radhe and Krishna is. Each comes from a different kingdom. Then, on the marriage, they become Lakshmi and Narayan. The Father has come to explain all of these things. You are now starting to become the princes and princesses of heaven. It is at the time of the marriage of the prince and princesses that the names are changed. Therefore, the Father makes you children into such deities. However, that is only if you follow the Father's Srimad. You are mouth-born children. They are born through a womb. Those Brahmins bind a couple together and make them sit on the pyre of lust. You true Brahmins now take them off the pyre of lust and tie them with the bond of sitting on the pure pyre of knowledge. Therefore, they have to let go of the other bond. Children from here fight and quarrel and waste all their money. Nowadays, there is a lot of dirt in the world. The worst sickness of all is the cinema. Even good children get spoiled by going to the cinema. Therefore, BKs are also forbidden to go to the cinema. However, for those who are strong, Baba says, do service there too. Explain to them that cinema is limited. There is also an unlimited cinema. Those limited and false cinemas start from the unlimited cinema. The Father has now explained to you children that is the soul world where all souls reside, and that the subtle region is in between there and here. This is the physical world where the whole play takes place. The cycle continues to turn. You Brahman children have to become spinners of the discus of self-realization. It is not the deities who have to become this. However, because they are effort makers, Brahmins are not given these symbols. Today, they are moving along well. Tomorrow, they will fall. This is why these symbols are given to the deities. They portray Sri Krishna killing Akasur and Bakasur, etc. with a discus. However, he is the highest religion of non-violence. So, how could he kill? All of that is the paraphernalia of devotion. Wherever you go, there will be an oval-shaped image, which is the lingam of Shiva. So, many different names have been given. They make so many deities out of clay. They decorate them. They spend thousands of rupees on them. They create them, worship them, sustain them, and then sink them. They spend so much money on the worship of dolls. They don't gain anything from that. The Father explains, all of that devotion is for wasting money. They have continued to come down the ladder. When the Father comes, it becomes the stage of ascending for everyone. He takes you all to the land of peace and the land of happiness. There is no question of wasting money on this. By wasting money on the path of devotion, you become insolvent. The Father sits here and explains the story of becoming solvent and insolvent. You belong to this dynasty of Lakshmi and Narayan, did you not? The Father now gives you teachings to change you from ordinary humans into Narayan. Those people relate the story of the third eye and the story of immortality, but all of those are lies. This is the story of the third eye through which each soul's third eye of knowledge opens. The whole cycle enters the intellect. Each of you is receiving a third eye of knowledge. You are also listening the story of immortality. The immortal Baba is telling you the story of immortality. He is making you into the masters of the land of immortality. You never experience death there. People there have so much fear of death. There is no fear of dying and no crying. You leave your old body in happiness and take a new one. Here, people cry so much. This is the world of tears. The Father says, this drama is predestined. Each one is playing his own role. The deities are conquerors of attachment. There are innumerable gurus in the world, and they all have different opinions. Each one is playing his own role. The deities are conquerors of attachment. There are innumerable gurus in the world, and they all have different opinions. Each one's opinion is his own. Here, there is worship of a deity goddess of contentment. The deities of contentment can only exist in the golden age. How can they exist there? In the golden age, deities are always content. Here, everyone has one desire or another. There are no desires. The Father makes everyone content. You become multimillionaires because nothing is unattained there. There is no worry about attaining anything. There are no worries there. The Father says, I am the bestower of salvation for everyone. Your children are given happiness for 21 births. You have to remember such a Father. It is by having remembrance of Him that your sins are burnt away and you become Satapradhan. These things have to be understood. You will claim an elevated status and your subjects will be created to the extent that you explain to others. You are not being told a story of some sadhu, etc. God is sitting here and explaining through this one's mouth. You are now becoming deities of contentment. You should now also take a vow to remain pure forever, because you have to go to the pure world. Therefore, don't become impure. The Father has taught you this vow. Human beings now hold many different types of fast. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bapdada. The spiritual Father says Namaste to the spiritual children. Essence for Dharana. 1. Follow the directions of the One Father and remain constantly content and become deities of contentment. Don't have any desires here. Acquire all attainments from the Father and become multimillionaires. 2. The cinema makes you most dirty. You are not allowed to watch films. If you are courageous and can understand the significance between the limited cinema and the unlimited cinema, you can do service by explaining it. Blessing. May you become a lord of matter by having the stage of putting a full stop and stopping any upheaval of matter. May you become a lord of matter by having the stage of putting a full stop and stopping any upheaval of matter. The present time is the time for upheaval to increase in the final paper on the one side. There will be fearsome forms of matter, and on the other side, fearsome forms of the 5 vices. Attacks from tamoguni souls and old sanskars will come in the final moments to take the chance. At such a time, as well as having the power to pack up, you also need to have the practice of one moment being stable in the corporeal form, the next moment being stable in the subtle form, and the next moment being stable in the incorporeal form. See, but do not see. Hear, but do not hear. When you have such a stage of putting a full stop, you will be able to become a lord of matter and stop any upheaval of matter. Slogan. In order to have a right to the kingdom free from obstacles, become a server from the obstacles. In order to have a right to the kingdom free from obstacles, become a server free from obstacles. Om Shanti.